God bless you. Hope you're doing well. It's been a while since I made a video, and I was just noticing that it's December, and so it's been 1 year since I completed all 8 Tepezza infusions, and I just wanted to kind of update you on my progress and how things are going. So, as I mentioned in videos before, and you can look through my channel to find on my journey as far as with thyroid eye disease and thyroid disease. So I still have Graves antibodies. I still have Graves disease in regards to the antibodies. I'm currently taking 5 milligram of methimazole 5 days a week. Haven't had too much side effects. The one thing that happened with Tepezza, which is something that they say, is my A1C was elevated. So then I went into having diabetes. I have kind of a different type of Graves. Most people lose weight. I actually was gaining weight. So I thought something else was wrong since I could not stop gaining weight. I wasn't eating a lot. I just was gaining weight. Always tired. That was kind of one of my things. But I had heart palpitations and all those things, which then led for them to check for, they did the TRAB test and the TSI. So just a little hint on that. So I had been to the ER 3-4 times 2 years ago, just not feeling well, lightheaded, heart palpitations, a lot of things like that. And every time they would say everything's good, EKG's good, we don't know what's causing it. I just assumed it was stress. Finally, around the third visit, the ER doctor tested the TRAB, it's TRAB, and TSI. My TSH, my T3, my T4 were always in normal range, so they never thought anything was wrong with my thyroid. When he brought those results in, he told me, okay, your TRAB results are off the chart. You're hyperthyroid. So you need to see a doctor in regards to your thyroid. So that's kind of what started that journey, because now, okay, now we know what's going on. And then we played with that a lot with medication, trying to get it to slow down, get the numbers down. And they were really high, the numbers. I know it was like over 2, 2.0, 2.34. I remember some of those numbers, but found a new doctor, and we started just kind of going with the doses, like every other day, that type of thing, trying to see if we could get the antibodies down. And in the meantime, I also worked on diet. So I worked on gluten-free, trying to cut back on my sugar, dairy, that type of thing. And that seemed to help. My numbers kind of came back into a better range, we'll say. So then all of a sudden, I come up with my eyes, and that happened 1.5 years ago, and I didn't know what was going on. The doctor said I had dry eye, and I just thought, no, this doesn't seem right. Every doctor was dry eye, dry eye. So I asked for a specialist, and they found a specialist that said, no, you have thyroid eye disease. And so then I had never knew that Graves would lead to that, because I was still new with Graves, and we started doing things for that. So a lot of eye drops, things like that, and then Tepezza came up as an option. My left eye, actually my right eye, well, they were both getting swollen. Sometimes I'd wake up and they would be swollen shut almost, and I didn't know what was going on. So he talked about the Tepezza. Of course, I was nervous, read all the different side effects. One of the representatives, they have liaisons that call you. They were really good and patient with me. I read all the helpful comments as far as making sure that I hydrate a lot and all of that for my infusions. So now, fast forward, we finished all the infusions in December. Those of you that are thinking about doing Tepezza, the only side effects I had were one time out of the 8 months I had some leg cramping, nothing in regards to my stomach. I always stayed super hydrated, so that was all good. brittle nails. It took about 6 months after everything completed for my nails to not break. They were very brittle, toenails and fingernails. The other long-term side effect, like I was stating earlier, is diabetes. The A1C raised. To my benefit, that allowed me to then try GLP-1. So we went to Ozempic, which I had wanted to try to do for the weight loss. And we went ahead and tried that. So that has now brought me down into range. My A1C is better. I was able to lose about 25 pounds, which of course that's helpful with my knees and everything. So from about 198, I'm now about 169, so almost 30 pounds. Just thought about that. I'd love to be able to lose more. I just need to get a little bit more active. But since it's been a year, my eyes are really good. You can kind of see. I still watch my gluten, and I still have a lot of markers in the inflammatory tests that they do. So I know I still have the inflammatories within my blood work. And I have to be really careful with foods that cause any kind of inflammation, because I already have it in my body. I want to make sure I don't have it anymore. I think that if I was to be careless with my diet again and eat pizza and everything else that everybody loves, and I would love to have a giant piece of pizza right now, but I know that what'll happen is I will feel it in my eyes. I don't want to chance that again. My eyesight, I had double vision, I had watery eyes, I couldn't read, I couldn't drive. The light was so overbearing that I had to wear shades, dark shades, before I started treatment. It was bad. Those of you that have thyroid eye disease, you know, it was really bad. And I'm really glad that we caught it in time where I didn't have to worry about retraction surgery or anything like that. So praise the Lord for that. Now I just thank the Lord for the journey, and I can be a testimony for others, share my faith. I know that God heals, He still does. And I know that we have to be also disciplined in how we take care of our body, because we are the vessel of God, this vessel here. And so He gives us instruction. He tells us things that we should do to take care of our body. Some people, I tried doing the vegan diet and Daniel diet, those kinds of things, but then the proteins, I wasn't getting them, and it made things kind of not too good as far as my blood work and things. So we just kind of went back to me just kind of watching. I try to stay about 1,200 calories a day. Try to cut back, and it's hard during the holidays. I understand that. We're in December right now. And I'd love to have a piece of pie and whipped cream and all those yummy candies. I do sometimes cheat and have some red licorice and some hot tamales, some of my favorites, but I just don't overindulge. And I know that exercise is going to help, so that's something I need to get back into. It's just been really cold. Today's a beautiful day. Hopefully I can go for a walk around the block. But I just wanted to let you know how things are going. I'm still believing in a miracle that the thyroid eye disease will be completely gone, that I don't ever have to worry about, that the antibodies, so as long as my body keeps the antibodies, then the Graves marker is still there. I just got my new blood work back, so we're in December 2025 if you're watching this. And I'm in the ones, so I'm still a lower as far as the antibodies. They're not really high, which I'm grateful, but I can't wait till they're gone, right? My last blood work in October 2025, we were taking the methimazole 5 milligram every day, and it went way down. So I was borderline Hashimoto now. So we had to bring it back up and start. So now I'm Monday through Friday, and then I don't take it on Saturday and Sunday. I go to see the doctor again on the 22nd of December, a couple weeks, and we're going to see if he's going to take me down, raise it up or take me down. I don't know. We might leave it as it is. The other thing that we're going to try to do is get me off of the Ozempic, because I know I don't want to be on that long term, and maybe try something else for the A1C to get that down a little bit better. My daily sugars aren't too bad. I mean, sometimes they're up to 170 and they should be in the 90s, but I think back and maybe I ate too late, those types of things before I tested. So it's just kind of trial and error right now as we go about this journey, trying to keep our bodies, you know, healthy. Excuse my dogs in the back. They're snoring. Anyways, I just wanted to thank you for following my journey. I know that these types of videos help many, because I had to watch a lot of different videos in order to feel comfortable with what I was making a decision to do. Don't ever give up. Find second opinions. I had 3 opinions before I even did Tepezza. Asked a lot of questions. I did not want to remove my thyroid, and so I'm still at that place. We'll probably have another ultrasound again to check on the nodules. I had some small nodules. They weren't too alarming 6 months ago. So we're going to do another one. I'm going to believe in a miracle that those are gone, because I don't want to remove my thyroid. I want to try to keep it as long as I can. That was something right away when I got diagnosed with the first doctor. That was the first thing he wanted to do, was take it out. And I'm so glad I waited, because I think it would have put me in another whole frenzy, because then I would have been completely hypothyroid and needing medication every day and playing with that to get myself well. So God bless you, and I just pray for your journey. I just pray that the Lord would give you wisdom, that he leads you to the right doctors, and that you're able to find people that can help you. Don't give up on your health. If you can, try really hard to give up the inflammatory foods. I even bought an inflammation cookbook. They're out there, and I know it's hard. Believe me, I know it's hard. I don't smoke, I don't drink. I haven't for years, since I came to the Lord and walking in my faith. But those of you that still do, those are triggers, big time triggers. So try really hard to ask the Lord for strength to give those up, so that your health can come back. And until next time, I'll do an update, hopefully not too long, so that way we can check in together and see how everybody's doing. God bless you.